Beachhead Expedition is here for No Man's Sky, the first redux of the winter period, Christmas period, whatever you want to call it. And in this one, we start on a freighter. I have done this one before. It was one of the reduxes last year. One of the main rewards here is the Normandy Frigate, not freighter, Normandy Frigate, which is very cool. You know, the Mass Effect frigate. And this is how to complete phase 1. I hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, we're going to be doing all the phases here for this particular expedition. And of course, we'll be having a look at all the rewards as well. So for some reason, it started me off in first person. Oh my god, I'm an alien. I've never been an alien before. Would you look at that? Purple and green. Why not, eh? So let's have a look at the milestones first of all. If we go into our start menu here, you'll see that we have the phases, and each phase has a certain amount of milestones. We have repair vital freighter systems, set foot on land, discover creatures on a planet, construct an orbital exocraft materializer within the freighter. So you can have a lot of freighter missions here. Engage warp in your freighter, construct a storage room, reach the first rendezvous point, and of course we can have a look at the other milestones as well and see what we can complete whilst we are doing things on other planets. So we've got discover plants here, for example. Explore on foot, we'll get that as we go, so that shouldn't be too bad. Explore a freighter crash site, I mean construct a scanner room, nice and easy there. Uncommon ice worlds, catch 5 uncommon fish from ice worlds. We've got fish again, people. Pilot your ship. Yeah, so there's all kinds of different things here. Destroy asteroids, 50. But we can get that done as well. Chart waypoints, 5 of those. Discover 1 ancient ruin. You know, so there's different things here we can have a look at. So let's first of all repair vital freighter parts. And of course we get rewards for each milestone. And we do not want to get rid of those rewards because they will help us complete other milestones in the expedition. Let's have a look at our exosuit here. We've already got a personal refiner. That's nice. We've also got a couple of movement upgrades here. Some hazard protection, and we've got some life support. And we've got some heat thermal protection there as well. We have a cadmium starship trail, which is interesting. Not great, but interesting. Let's get the maneuverability up over here, shall we? And mark these around. And then in our freighter, we actually have a lot of stuff in here. We have some projectiles, which I will put in my exosuit. We also have some chromatic metal. We have a warp cell in here that we can put into our warp drive. Now, it's asking us to fix these, basically. So what we need to do, how much? We have 140 chromatic metal. We can fix that, but we need a wiring loom. We actually need 6 wiring looms, by the way. And we can probably do that. Can I make an antimatter? I need some condensed carbon. Right, so we actually can't do the first milestone straight away. We're actually going to have to set foot on land. However, if we go into our freighter here, we can go into our build menu. We're not in the construction area. My bad. It's over here, the green lights. Sometimes it'll be orange, sometimes it'll be different colours. And we'll see what we can actually build here. Not a lot. Right, so let's go down to our starship and head to a planet. Where is the starship? Oh, we've got a shuttle. We have a shuttle, people. Not ideal here. And we've got someone landing in my spot as well. It's inside our starship. Of course it is. Right, let's head out and see what we can find planet-wise. This toxic planet over here has quite a lot of items. What we can do is destroy 50 asteroids straight away. So let's do that. And there you go. There is 50 asteroids. We've got Stardust. Nice and easy there. We can actually claim that. That's from phase 3. And we get Starship Inventory Slot ×5 and Cargo Bulkhead times 5. So let's put 2 of them into tech. Then I'm going to put 3 here into my starship augmentation. And what the cargo bulkheads do, they actually give us inventory slots in our freighter. So that's nice. We've got some gold nugget and we've got a Trinitum hypercluster there. An easier way to see planets, by the way, is to go into your starship first person. But actually what we need to do as well is go into options here and go into network. And I'm going to turn off my network and PvP with nobody. Because that makes it a lot easier to see what on earth is going on in this system. We've got the Requillery there, which seems like a strange planet. A barren world. Let's go to the barren world. And we should get, yeah, so that's the easy one. Get on a planet, and then we can just grab that milestone. We get a signal booster, surge battery ×3, Geobay Minotaur combat deployment set. That's given us the Minotaur there, which is quite nice. And I do want to grab this copper. We also need to discover 3 animals, so let's scan those bad boys. I don't think I can see that one there. And even on this barren world, there are 7 creatures to discover. Why does that one seem so far away? There he is. There you go. Nice and easy. We got first contact. Let's grab that one. Orbital exocraft materializer plans, which we need to build. We know we need to build that oxygen times 210 band. Hazard protection upgrade and powerful mining beam upgrade as well. I'm hoping that is the advanced mining beam, but I do doubt it. That's very nice. Yeah, it's just an A class. Oh no, hang on. I haven't sorted out my multi-tool. So make sure you do. We already have the advanced mining laser, which is very nice indeed, because that will allow us to mine crystals like this, which we want. We also really want some condensed carbon and carbon that we can refine into condensed carbon as well. If you get your mining beam up really hot like this and try and keep it there, it will actually rinse through mining things. It just takes a toll on the energy source of your mining laser, but you should be okay. Found some condensed carbon. Definitely try and pick this up, because you're going to need it to make antimatter for some of the upgrades and to warp with your freighter, which is part of the milestones. The hydrogen, ferrite dust, oxygen, sodium nitrate, pure ferrite, and maybe some others that I may be forgetting are really good to collect early game. Make sure you pick a load of it up. What we do have here is a repair kit, so we can actually use the repair kit on this by pressing X to apply the repair kit to this one wiring loom, and we have actually fixed the atmospheric control unit. We just need a bunch of other, we need 5 more wiring looms, which we can get from a space station. However, we don't have a lot of units, so we are going to have to look for something to sell, which will be quite interesting. Let's analyze some of these. Gold nuggets and hypercluster there, and I'll analyze these geodes. While we are here, we can have a look at doing these. So I need 2 antimatter and 2 antimatter housings, of which I should be able to build now. There you go. So we can fix the warp hyperdrive. And I thought I had enough chromatic metal. Clearly not, but that's what we got the copper for. We can put it in here. We'll let that do its thing. And as it does, we got hands on deck there. We restored critical parts. So there you go. We got 2 antimatter, 2 ship launch fuel, and 2 repair kits. Those 2 repair kits are going to help us out very nicely to make sure you know what reward you're getting. So if we go back to our freighter, those 2 repair kits there could fix the magnetic resonator and this wiring loom. So, because I don't have those, so we can repair you and repair you, and I don't have the funds to actually make them. I just need one more antimatter. No, sorry. Yes. I do need one more. Can I make one more? Craft more? Yes, I can. And there you go. We do want to fix that, because that matter beam will help us with our teleporting from our exosuit and our starship into our freighter, all of the items we want to transfer. And now we should have the chromatic metal to fix the last thing. And I know it doesn't need us to fix it, or in that milestone it doesn't, but in this one it actually, we do need to fix it because we do need to warp. Yeah, that is one of the milestones. We do need to craft an orbital exocraft materializer. So if we go back into our freighter to our build area beyond this green light here, and we can make one of these, but we need ionized cobalt and we need 2 other warp cells. So let's see if we can build some warp cells. Need 3 of them, and I can only build 1 there. Can build 3 of you, but I'm missing a condensed carbon maybe. Yep. So let's put half of this carbon into here and create some condensed carbon. I do need some ionized cobalt, of which I have 0 cobalts. I know there are other things I need to build in here as well. Like I need to construct a storage room. So I need cobalt to make ionized cobalt, and I need some general sodium. I have that sodium nitrate here. I could refine this down into sodium, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep that because I'm going to have to find cobalt anyway. So we're going to have to find a cave on a planet, and we'll also find some sodium over there. It will not be hard to get 20 sodium. So I found a cave. One surefire way to find a cave is to look through your analysis visor and find items that are underground. Essentially, you can find like Albanum pearls or Corvex cubes, anything really that's underground, and you'll find a cave like this. We need to get some cobalt. We found some. Let's grab it. You also get the hydrogen as a secondary. If you scan items, you will get a secondary mineral. In this case, it's the hydrogen, but we want the cobalt, but we'll take the hydrogen as well. There are worlds that have cobalt on it that you can use your terrain manipulator on. You know, a bit like the copper I dug up earlier. But for quick searches, for me, just finding a cave and getting cobalt is good as well. You will have to scan all of the planets to find the cobalt that is available in that mineral deposit, such type thing, as where if you go into any cave, you'll generally find cobalt stacks like this. I've refined cobalt into ionized cobalt. All we need is 50, so I'll make the 50 and save the rest of the cobalt. And for the container, we need to make the warp cells here, so we can make 3. So let's first of all build. I'm going to build the orbital materializer here, like that, and then I'm going to put the first storage container room there, and that should come up as well. There you go, Supercargo, and we've got those 2 done. Let's have a look at our milestones here. We get a teleport chamber plans, and we get refiner room plans and scanner room plans. Is very nice. Teleport chamber there, and scanner. We need 2 hydrogen jellies. We can probably do that straight away. And we can also do Supercargo interstellar scanner plans, salvaged module ×2. There's the interstellar scanner. Now with the frigate modules, we can go to our terminal here, go to the upgrade control, and if we want to add additional storage, that is the cargo bulkheads we got. So we might as well add those in here. 2 in there, and then I'm going to add 3 up here. Why not? Like that. But for the frigate modules, we can go into base upgrades and parts. As you can see, we've got 2 salvage frigate modules, and we can buy certain things. So we do have the option to buy that, or we can buy some more of these rooms, etc. Some colouring costs nanites, 5,000 each. And that is the upgrade panel there. Now what I think we can do before we warp into the new system and go to reach the rendezvous point is actually construct a scanner room, which is Farseer. Now let's have a quick look around here. Where am I going to put this? I'm not too fussed about where, you know, the outlay of the layout of this freighter. What I want to do is just get things in, to be honest. But the way that they've laid it out at the moment is kind of rubbish. It is going to be rubbish. Right, we'll put that in because we can do that straight away. I love the scanner room. There you go. There's Farseer. I think we got some more upgrades there, didn't we? And that is going to give us Starship Inventory Slot ×4, Supreme Launch Thrusters upgrade, Powerful Pulse Engine upgrade, and Planetary Chart. Very nice. We haven't got much tech, have we? Let's go with tech then. And then we can fit these in. Boom. Also have some Corvette parts here. Air purifier. And we got this one as well. Which I'm not really bothered about. I'm not going to make a Corvette in this one. There is a launch thruster module I was looking for. S-Class. Very nice. Okay, good. Now with that one done, let's have a look at this scanner. So if I activate Planetary Pro from this scanner room, it will actually scan all the planets for us, so I don't have to go around and do it in my starship. And then I can even select one I want to go on, select it again, it will mark it for me, and I can see it when I'm flying around my starship and go straight to that planet. Also got ourselves a planetary chart here, which should help us get a distressed pilot. That is one of the milestones. Where is it? Come to the aid of a stranded life form. But that might trigger that off. You need to have, I would suggest you have the milestone selected, then trigger the chart. I won't do that in this video. We will wait until the next one. We're getting Explore on foot just as we go. And there's also one here about piloting your ship, which we're getting as we go as well. We need to photograph 3 different environments. So that one would be rather easy than most. Complete fleet expeditions is going to take a bit of time. It might be worth discover 8 systems as well, so that's going to be a little bit painful. But in our freighter, do we have enough warp cellage? We do not. We have 0. We do have a warp cell there though. The question is, how many of these can I make? 2 more. Make 2 more of you as well. And there you go. We've now got 3 we can dump in there. Let's go, shall we? And see where we go to. 1 jump. Okay. After that warp, or that 1 warp, we got engaged warp there. And that's hyperdrive plans, hyperdrive. Or warp hypercore ×3, silver ×99, salvaged frigate module ×5. So we've got Starship Hyperdrive. Warp Hypercore there. Very nice. Now we just need to go to the first rendezvous point. So we need to keep warping because I've only done 1 jump. I need to do 2 more. We are on a bit of a glacial planet. And what we can do here is take a picture of the environment. So go into photo mode. Just take a picture. And that should be one of our environments. Just double check. Yep, there you go. 1 out of 3. Look, it's phase 3, that one. So that's not too bad. We now need to find rendezvous point 1, which I think is down here. There you go. And it is this giant portal. Rendezvous point 1. Lovely old stuff. Let's click that reward, which is 1000 nanites, 160 quicksilver, and inventory slots ×5. So where do we want those? Yeah, let's put them in. Let's put 3 in there. I'm going to put 2 in here. Get rid of those gaps. Very nice. And we can also get phase 1, which is reality glitch trail customization. I believe is for the starship. And there you go. Phase 1 has been completed. It did not take me that long at all to do phase 1. We've also done one of phase 2, one of phase 3 as well. And we will complete phase 2 in the next video. Hopefully I will see you there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one and it's helped you out in some way. If it has, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care out there. Bye bye.